Should be good to go. See if anyone's around to hang. So New England's up 14-0. Denver up 10-0. I would love to snag that number 1 seed. It's not looking good, though. I'm glad we're playing well, but it's not looking good that the Patriots right now are going to end up with the overall number 1 seed. Chargers didn't play Herbert today. I don't blame them. I mean, it's not going to affect them, so why would they? I think they play the winner of the Steelers no matter what. Steelers-Baltimore tonight. I think that game's kind of already set in stone, if I'm not mistaken. But New England looks pretty damn good early. I haven't watched much of the other game. I just know Denver's up 10-0. See if anyone's around to hang out. I will be going live for the game tonight. What up, Crispy? Salute. How you doing today, buddy? Get my chair set up. Oh, sugar. How you feeling about tonight? You ready to roll? You better be ready to roll for your squad. Big time game tonight. Big time game. That place should be electric. I would imagine the Pittsburgh fans are going to be going crazy. There you go. Ewers complete. Good gain on the play. First down and more. Miami had a 4th and goal or down on the goal line. They couldn't get in. It was an incomplete pass. New England went the distance of the field on both their drives. Their first drive was real quick. Ramondre Stevenson broke a big run. Like I said, Denver's in control right now. Up 10-0. Chargers aren't playing Herbert. Run by Miami out to the 40.
To bring this first quarter to a close, the Patriots have already wrapped up their first playoff trip in 4 seasons, first division title in 6 years.
Diggs on the sideline.
Trying to put the pressure on the Broncos here. 2 drives and 2 scores. All Patriots so far in this week 18.
All Patriots so far. 14-0. Let's see if I can get some of the Denver game on quick. Check out some of that. And then tonight we got the big one, Ravens Steelers. We'll be doing that game.
He was sitting this one out. There's already a quick 14 for the Patriots. As you should do if you're a 1 or 2 seed, take care of business. 3rd and 10, and again a deep ball.
Horrible throw. Wow, that wasn't even close. Pat's game ain't on there. No shit. I'm lucky. On cable, I got both games on, believe it or not. One of them's on Fox. I think Denver's on Fox. So the Chargers are going to have to punt. I had a feeling if the Chargers didn't have their starting quarterback, Herbert, that game was going to be over early. It's looking that way. It's certainly looking that way, unfortunately. New England's running game looks good. They're going to have to run the ball in the playoffs, so I'm excited that they've been playing well running the ball the last couple months. Hopefully Ramondre doesn't get fumbleitis again. That'll be very helpful. Cannot turn the ball over in the playoffs, especially. Be interesting to see what Pittsburgh can do tonight without Metcalf. Pittsburgh's got a big challenge. I think their defense is up to it. I think defensively they can hang in there. I think Watt's going to play. Rams, like a lot of their teams starting to get healthy on the defensive side of the ball. I think that will help them a lot. My big problem is the same problem I've had all year with them is how do they score points? We're going to find out in a couple hours. We are going to find out in a few hours. Oh, yeah. Big time, Crispy. You know that weather's coming. All that foul weather is going to be, and cold, shitty weather's coming. We seen it in the game yesterday. Even down in Tampa, it was pouring. I wonder who won that game earlier today. I didn't even look. If the Falcons won, that means Tampa Bay's in. If the Falcons lost, Tampa Bay's out. The Falcons won 19-17. I think that's what Tampa Bay needed to get in. It was one or the other. Either they needed the Saints or they needed Atlanta. I think they needed Atlanta to win, and they came back. Wow. Holy shnikes. I believe that's what had to occur. I'm going to look it up. Oh, they needed the Saints to win, and the fucking Falcons won by 2. That's what it was. Wow, so the Buccaneers are out. The Falcons stuck it to the Buccaneers, boy. The Saints were winning during that game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. I saw the score early on, and I could have swore that it was looking good for the Bucs. I could be wrong. So much shit going on lately as far as football.
Opportunities when you play behind the best player on the team, an A-Chan. So big opportunity for these young backs to show their role in this offense. Third down.
No problem, Crispy. Denver's got the ball back,
Doorstep
3rd and 5.
Cut this lead in half. We got to figure the offensive line and trying to take a little pride in this, right? Saying, I know we don't have A-Chain, but we can still pave the way. Doesn't matter who you have back there. Jalen Wright comes back in. He's got it.
Miami stopped. Nice D by the Pats on 1st and goal. Nice D. Wonder what Buffalo's up to.
Penetration there on the backside. Just nowhere for Wright to hit it. Ends up losing a couple.
Up 7-0 on the Jets.
Still looking for their first points. Ingold motions on the boot. Ewers.
Oh, wide open. Son of a bitch.
Touchdown. It's Malik Washington.
Come on,
Ewers
defense.
Started this game 9 for 10, and the Dolphins offense having no problem moving up and down the field. This time they finish off the drive.
Christian Gonzalez got burnt.
2 really impressive drives. Not exactly sure. Greg Woodson, the safety, he's the end man on the line. He just kind of gets lost.
Christian Gonzalez tried to get over. He's way too late. Not a good play. They were looking for the run, it looked like. 14-6 Patriots. 14-7 after the extra point. TV timeout coming up. Detroit up 6-0 on Chicago. I would imagine Chicago is resting some guys. Philly's up 7-0 on the Commanders. Kansas City Raiders. Kansas City's up 3-0. Arizona up 6-3 on Arizona. The Rams are up 6-3 on the Cardinals. And then tonight's the big one. Tonight's the big boy. What am I looking for? Ravens versus Steelers. $8:20 tonight at Cruiser Stadium. A lot on the line. We have a lot of Steelers fans that hang here. We have quite a few. Oh, if they lose, they're going to be fucking pissed. See if Aaron Rodgers can pull a feather out of his cap one last time during the regular season to get them in the playoffs. He could do it. He could do it. Someone's going to have to step up for the Steelers tonight offensively, though. Someone's got to step up for them. I don't know if it's the tight ends. I don't know if Wilson finally shows up. Yeah. I could see why. I could certainly see why, Crispy. They're already calling for Tomlin's head, half of the fans. I just don't know. Like you said earlier, who do you get if you get rid of Tomlin? Who the fuck's available? Whoever you get, is he going to be better than the guy you got? Probably not. I don't think so either. I don't think they could do much better. They got to stop Derrick Henry tonight, too. That's going to be a big part of it, I bet. I'm sure he's going to get quite a few touches. I don't see why he wouldn't. With the season on the line and Lamar a little bit beat up, I would expect a heavy dose of him. For sure. I think that's probably a no-brainer. The Steelers got some weapons. Not just Henry either. I mean, Andrews is a good tight end, even though he had a tough game against Buffalo in last year's playoffs. He's still pretty solid. Zay Flowers has had a rough year, but he can still play. They got the old man still, Hopkins. You know, you never know what he could do. Even if he doesn't have a big stat line, he can make big plays in big moments.
Downfield accurate. By the time he sees it, he takes a shot.
Come on, Drake.
3rd and 10. Steps up, looking long, wants Douglas again, but it's too far out in front of him, and Ashton Davis made sure that Douglas couldn't get behind him. Miami's forced the first punt for New England.
I knew Miami was going to give us a problem today. They always play New England tough at the end of the year. Never fails. And New England got to win this game. I think New England's got to win to hold on to the 2 seed 100% because Jacksonville won today. Did he fumble? I think he might have fumbled in that game. I know he's had some trouble with holding on to the ball this year. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty amped up for that game. That's going to be a good one. It should be. It should be a good game. I don't expect Pittsburgh to just roll over and give it to them. If it's not competitive one way or the other, I'll be really surprised. Really, really surprised. With what's on the line. With the year both of them have had being up and down. I'll be really surprised if Pittsburgh doesn't show up. What's up, Daniel? Salute. Happy Sunday to you. Who do you like tonight, Pittsburgh or Baltimore? He must have already bounced, or he's typing.
through 7 seeding as this day goes on, and still locking in 1, 2, and 3. It's looking like things are going to hold serve. If the Broncos had 10-0 against the Chargers, if they hold on there, Broncos would get the bye. Patriots would be the 2 seed if they win this game. Patriots open, Chargers can come back and beat Denver, leave them for the 1 seed. They're trying to take care of their own business so they don't.
Come on, Chargers.
Finish the regular
Put up a
season
fight.
8-game winning streak. Sitting there hoping to jump them.
I couldn't either, Christy. Thank you.
Here in Foxborough. Dolphins back on offense and a jumper there in the handoff to Jalen Wright. Wright's running hard. Jack Gibbons the tackle. Wright running hard should not be a surprise when you talk to people around the Dolphins. We had Quinn Ewers tell us this week that he might be the hungriest player he's ever been around. Wright didn't play a ton as a rookie. Hardly played at all first couple of months this year. Was a healthy scratch.
9 minutes to go in the first half. Dolphins down by 7. I used to look like Rex Ryan. I don't think I look like him anymore. I've lost a lot of weight. I think you're probably the same person that comes in and says that shit all the time. It's really not that bad. He's a handsome older man. It's all right, Joseph. It's okay. People say a lot of stupid shit. I hear a lot of shit all the time, so sometimes I have a short fuse with it. Hope you're having a good weekend. Happy New Year. Well, I've been known to suck on a toe or two, Crispy. Occasionally. Thank you. A foot ends up around my head. You never know. Hey, yo. Fuck your life. What's up? You don't think so, Brandon? We'll see. They're looking all right. Yeah, for sure, Crispy. 1 ton tomato. 1 ton tomato. It's actually Guantanamo. Of course, the Chargers don't have Herbert in today. That sucks. I get why they did it, but man, it would have been nice if they helped New England out a bit. New England's still going to get by the Dolphins. They're not playing great as of right now. They had a good first quarter, but they haven't looked too hot in the second. Haven't looked too good in the second quarter. When do the playoffs start? Next weekend, right? I would imagine. I don't see why they would waste a ton of time. I think Saturday they start. Let's see. I think it's next Saturday the first couple games will be. I think we could use some defensive ends. I think we need some more help on the offensive line because some of our guys are older. I don't know. We'll see how the year ends up. The Patriots have overperformed this year. I know everyone says their schedule was trash, but they've looked pretty damn good. I mean, they definitely got to get some more linemen with some youth. maybe a receiver, depending what happens with Diggs. I think they'll be working on getting younger guys on defense as well. But I don't think you'll see any big time thing. They got a lot of picks next year, and they got a lot of cap room, so they might try to address it more in the free agent market. I also keep hearing Mason Crosby to New England lately. Or excuse me, Max Crosby. Mason Crosby's a kicker. Dummy. Or I don't even know if he plays anymore. He would be played for years. I keep hearing Max Crosby potentially to New England. He's pretty good. He's pretty solid from what I hear. I haven't watched him play a ton, but I know he puts up stats. I know he plays on a pretty bad team. So if he gets around some guys that can play, it probably would be beneficial to him. That's what a lot of people are saying, Joe. And he was really pissed off because the Raiders benched him the last 2 games of the year. So I don't think he wants to stay there, to tell you the truth. I really don't blame him. That organization is a mess right now as far as they got some decent young guys. I've done a little research on them, but we know they need a quarterback. I'm sure their line needs work. It's usually the same shit with teams that are bad. They need a quarterback. They need a line. Defensively, I heard they got some young guys that can play. They're just young. I wouldn't be surprised if they go. I mean, I don't think they're even going to have the number 1 pick. Who will? The Giants again? If I'm not mistaken, the Giants. Like Giants, Browns, Tennessee. All those teams will be up there. And it sounds like the 2 of the top players I know for sure, supposedly, that will be drafted in the top 5, top 10. The dude Mendoza, I think that's his name, the quarterback of Indiana, and the safety or cornerback for Ohio State. I think his last name is Downs. Both of those dudes can really play. Oh, they got it for sure. Thank you for clarifying. I thought it was between the Raiders and Giants. I wasn't 100%. I watched a smaller YouTuber like myself that talks about sports, but he's a big Raiders fan. He was talking about it. So, yeah, I guess they go and get the kid, right? I would imagine you got to go get a quarterback. And I don't know what happens with Crosby, but a lot of people say fucking New England is a landing spot. But they say that every time with New England. They said it about the dude Hendrickson or Hendricks, whatever his name is, for the Bengals. They said it about Myles Garrett. They said it about Watt. None of them ended up here. I wish Myles Garrett came here. Oh, my goodness. Are you fucking kidding me? But that's not going to happen, I doubt. He makes way too much money. The Patriots got a lot of cap room. A lot of cap room. So, I mean, I think if they stay healthy and Drake May continues to progress, as well as Trayvon Henderson, and they can make some noise. I wonder if they go get Diggs' brother, too. I've been hearing that potentially. I don't know if he signed with anyone yet, but he was released by the Cowboys. He's a decent defensive player.
It's crazier than that. They lose the win and you're in.
Be interesting to see. We got to get through this year. 4th and 1, New England just got stopped.
Dotson saying not this time. Slams him down for a loss.
They gave up field position too.
Jordan Brooks, who's fighting for an NFL tackles title.
Make a block.
Dotson both getting credit. And Miami takes over down a touchdown.
New England better not blow this fucking game today. This had trap game written all over it. I fucking knew it. I know they're still up. I'm not jumping ship. They're my team no matter what. But I knew the Dolphins were going to show up. Son of a bitch. Just a horrible job of blocking. All you had to do was hold your block, man, and he's got a first down. I think they got some backups in today on the left side of the line. I didn't see Wilson or Campbell in on that play. Probably giving those guys a rest because they missed a couple weeks towards the end of the year. Campbell's missed. This is like his 4th game. But he's supposed to be back for the playoffs. Oh, boy. Running. Almost the first down. Flag on the play.
Credited Tyrell Dodson with the tackle on that 4th down.
I would love to see Denver get knocked off and New England have home field throughout the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping for. If Denver's going to get a bye, most likely. Hopefully they fucking get beat and New England can take care of business and have home field. That would be best situation for them right now. That hold's going to be against Miami. It was blatant. The Patriots have a dud, man. Not going to be happy. Yeah, so next Saturday, it starts. I don't know, Reeds. Shout out to you, Reeds. Thanks for stopping in. Happy New Year. I hope so, brother. But it's not looking good. Denver's got the rock, I think. I don't know if ESPN.com updated, but right now it's 10-0 with 6:46 to go by their website. And there's no Herbert today, so going to probably take a miracle, an act of God. We got enough problems trying to knock off Miami. I knew today was going to be a trap game.
Takeaways and red zone defense this year. Makes it that much more impressive what they've done overall defensively. From the 37, straight ahead, Henderson.
There you go, Travion.
6 for 7. And there's Brooks for the takedown. Yeah, I think you brought up such a great point.
Yeah, my buddy texted me today, and he's like, I was talking to him. I'm like, 2 big games. We need the Chargers to come through. He's like, yeah, good luck. Trey Lance is the starter. I'm like, oh God. Oh God. No. Please no. Yeah, you look just like me, dude. That's awesome. Probably would have had a shot if he played.
Jordan Brooks now has an 11-tackle lead for the title. Set playing through the hamstring injury. Mike McDonald was telling us this guy will go through a game day level extent just to get ready for practice. The things he does in the training room just to be able to be on the practice field. So there is no question.
Eagles got a good shot.
Way to get ready with the hamstring injury.
I can't lie.
Is pressured by Chubb. Heaves it back to Stevenson.
Go, Lamondre. Nice play by Drake May. That was dangerous.
Well, that was a dangerous looking throw over there, but May was able to get it through despite the pressure and the coverage. 7 yards.
That was a dangerous play. Good job by the lineman to make a block. I don't know if he got there early. It was close. Yikes. Eagles to the toilet bowl. It's hard to say they're not going to make it because you see how the teams are playing in the NFC, and it's like they're better than every team if they play well. If the Eagles play well, they can beat just about everyone they might face. We know that. We've seen it. We saw it last year. As long as that offense can fucking become a tight-knit group again, I think they got a good shot. Because their defense, them guys like each other. I've been watching some of.
Just been really
I've been watching some stuff on the Eagles. Blankenship and DeJean have a podcast together, and they're homies. They're like brothers. Them two. The offense I worry about a little bit, just because them guys don't even look like they like each other. Part of the games they played back, like when they weren't playing well there for that stretch. Like 3/4 of the way through the season, they had a little rough patch. It looked like offensively, them guys don't even like each other. So I think as long as the offense can be a unit and they can be brothers and fucking take care of business, I think they got a real shot. Absolutely. Whether I like them or not. I'm not a Momo. Drake May, come on. We need 7.
Here's at Buffalo, holding the crowd. Patriots back on top, though, behind their second-year quarterback. He's got it 2nd and 3 here. Pats trying to take advantage of the takeaway. Handoff Stevenson. Amandre's got a first down. There's a flag down, though, around the line of scrimmage.
This is going to be Morgan Moses.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. I had a feeling. The Chargers are a weird team, too. You don't know what to expect from them. You never know what team's going to show up. A lot of teams are like that. And then you look at certain teams like the Patriots and shit. Everyone says they played nobody. And, and we'll have to wait and see. You have to wait and see what happens. I mean, they definitely didn't have the strongest schedule. I mean, I can't lie about that, but I think they're better than people think. I think the Patriots are better than people think they are. I do. I had them at 10 wins max. Yeah, I figured they could make a run with 10 wins, maybe get in. I didn't think they would do what they've done so far. Especially after the Steelers game. I went to that Steelers game. I was pissed, dude. That was bad. They find that right after that game is when they turned it around. Thank God. But that was horrible to watch. I almost went to tonight's game. My cousin's at the game tonight. I was going to go, and I'm like, nah. Just wasn't up to it. It's a lot of money. It's a long night. Last game I went to at the end of the season, Aaron Hernandez caught a bunch of touchdowns back when Brady was playing and shit. And they beat the Dolphins at Gillette. I was like this close to going, but I said, nah, I didn't want to pull the trigger on it. I don't want to jinx them after going to that Steelers game and they played so horrible. I feel like I jinxed them that day. Yeah, I didn't expect to beat Buffalo until we did. I didn't feel good about going into that second half when we blew it, though, either, at home. I didn't feel good just because once I just had a fucking eerie feeling that they were going to choke that game away, and they did. Oh, no shit. One of my buddies from Texas, well, he's from New England originally. He's like back and forth because his daughter's in college. He's actually down in Texas right now. He's a Pats fan too. I've never been to AT&T Stadium. It looks beautiful. I like football being played outside though. I'm old school when it comes to that shit. I don't think they should play indoors. 2nd and 8. Diggs with a catch. Gain of about 4. Yeah, you're welcome, Crispy. I always try to look out for you. But yeah, I think it should play. I think they should play outdoors. I think the elements are supposed to be a part of the game. I don't know, Rudy. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll be going live for the game tonight. That's a big one. How do you feel about it, Rudy? You feel good about it or no? Right. Want me to go to the game tonight? Help them out. Oh, for sure. For sure. We were so spoiled with Tom Brady, Reed. We really were. We were blessed to have him. He turned our entire fucking franchise around. Vrabel's losing it on the sideline after that play or that call. Vrabel's not a happy guy right now. I used to love when Peyton Manning would come into fucking Foxborough and shit his pants. Every time, just about. I miss that rivalry. Even though it was nerve-wracking, that was so much fun to watch. Yeah, people are pissed. People are pissed. I had some Buffalo fans in here last night giving me hell. And I was like, what have you ever won? No offense, but you guys never won shit. That's cool. Philly tied 7-7 with Washington. Detroit up 13-0 on the Bears. Borgalis is going to try and boot one. 38-yard attempt. It's blocked. Son of a bitch. I knew this was a trap game. Miami recovers. Can someone make a tackle? Holy shit. This is not good. What's up, Russ? Salute. Vrabel's ready to blow his top. Vrabel is pissed. Rightfully so. That was terrible. There's a lot of guys not playing for New England today, but it's still not an excuse. Good luck tonight, Russ. Big game. I'll be live for it. 1:31 to go. Miami with the ball around like the 30-yard line of New England after the blocked field goal. It's 14-7 New England right now. Miami just blocked a kick. You're welcome, Russ. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. I know I've said Happy New Year, but Happy New Year again. Happy New Year to everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, become a member for $1 a month. The playoffs are for members only. Don't miss out. 99 cents. It's the cheapest I can make it. If my Ravens only had to play the Squealers, but we also got to play against those paid-off referees. Why are you so mad about the refs? I don't know. I don't watch the Ravens every week, so I don't know. The Ravens got to keep Lamar Jackson healthy. And Derrick Henry just has to hold on to the football. I think that's half their problem. And Zay Flowers has had a rough year too. And I like Zay Flowers. I thought Zay Flowers was ready to become a superstar. But he's just had a rough year. He's made a lot of mental mistakes. They've made a lot of mental. He's had a rough year, and I like him. He had a really good year last year. I felt bad that he got injured and couldn't play in the playoffs. I don't know, Reeds. I'm sure it's going to be intense. But them guys got to keep their head on straight because you can't get thrown out of the game tonight, and you don't want to miss action going forward. Look at what's his name. Even though he didn't hit a player, he hit a fan. No DK tonight because he couldn't keep his fucking cool. But I would say there's at least 4 or 5 good scraps where that gets heated. Denver up 10-0. Chargers got the ball with 1:55 to go on the Denver 42. Man, New England came out looking really good, and this second quarter has been awful.
Last drive, and a really good job at Mike McDaniel using his timeouts.
I like Rodgers
There's always a
getting
conversation
shaken up
around,
too.
Do you use your timeouts on defense? Do you use them on offense?
What's up,
What I
Blue?
always think is always use them on defense because you can always stop the clock on offense. And I would rather more time with less timeouts than less time with more
Happy
timeouts.
New Year.
It's just an easier way to operate. Of course, they blocked the kick, so they're on a little bit of a shorter field than initially they thought.
Get him. Get him. Christian Barmore. Another guy that's going to court soon. Chargers got 4th and 1. Yep. At the Denver 43.
Christian Barmore from an interior spot leads the team in pressures and turns this one into his second sack.
What do you think about Stephon Diggs and Barmore getting in potential trouble? The allegations against them, Reeds. Do you think it messes the team up? Or do you think them guys miss time because of it? Innocent. Right, Ura? Innocent, motherfucker. Good, right? That's why we have due process. Funny it happens when they're collecting bonuses. Yeah, that's a bit of a coinky dink. I didn't even know that. But yeah, end of the season. Absolutely. All them guys are trying to get those bonuses, them incentives they could have in their contract for yardage or touchdowns or games played. They got a bunch of like incentives, like you were saying, almost like parlays. It was like strangulation and like, I don't know if it was domestic or if it's considered domestic or not. It was strangulation and assault or something on an employee, allegedly. And Barmore got into a fight with a family member, like on Thanksgiving or around there. Yeah, he's playing tonight. He's going to need it for his lawyer, unfortunately. He's had a catch on the last drive or 2 drives ago. But New England looks not good in the second quarter, man. I know they're missing some of their guys and they're resting some guys, but what up, boys? Ura, did you watch that video I sent you? He's probably like, no, fuck your video, fag. Told you I'm not your fucking girlfriend. That's a good question, Blue Baron. Send it again. I sent it to you today. I'll send it to you later. Send it again. You almost went to county? Oh, no. I can only imagine why. Miami just hit a field goal with 28 seconds to go in the first half. Pats are killing me today. Yeah, I'm going to try and put that game on right now because New England's not going to probably do anything before the half. If they do, excellent. But I know that both games are getting close to the half. We're going to be hanging for the game tonight, 100,000%, God willing. Steelers at home against the Ravens for the AFC North Championship. Winner is done. Loser is done. Winner moves on. I don't know what the Jets do, man. They need a whole new offensive line. I know that. Their offensive line, when I've seen them play this year, were phenomenal. Nuh-uh, dude. Bro, that's fucking crazy. He took the tickets and went to the game on you? Or did he sell them? Either way, it's fucking wrong and horrible, but is it some junkie type shit or just being a fucking douche? Either way, you got to slap him in his fucking mouth, I would assume. That's a tough one. That would be hard not to put hands on someone if it was me. Thanks, Reeds. I don't need a play-by-play, but thank you. But I mean, the Jets just got to fucking stop from square one. Yeah, that would be a tough one to keep my cool with. Well, you can hang out with us, Jet. I know it doesn't beat going to the game, but I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Oh, my God. That blows. That's why they do a lot of digital shit now. I don't know. Most of the time when I get tickets, they're through someone I know. My buddy's got season tickets for all kinds of shit. And then when I go to Pat's game, we deal with the same guy that's a season ticket holder. So thank God I don't have to worry about that shit. It's always like through our phone. I'll tell you one thing, Blue Baron. Jets fans that are real Jets fans, I give them a lot of credit. Same things with Browns fans. Give them a lot of credit. Raiders fans, too, I got to say, some of them, it's got to be getting tough. I mean, it's been so long.
28 seconds. Chance to finally, look at that, put something on the board. He's hit his last 7 throws.
Trey Lance started out 1 for 8. He's 7 for 7 now.
Just saying, for the number 1 seed, this game looked like it.
Wow. I could get why you were so pissed. Good for you, Baron. That's what it's about, man. There's a lot of people that switch up constantly. I don't get it.
22 on 6 targets. Again, the Verizon halftime report coming up with JB and all the crew. Nate, Matt, Coach Cower, scores and highlights and latest.
Come on, Chargers.
Update information.
Get some points here. Even 3. I'll take even 3.
This could have been going the other way.
Oh, that was almost picked. That was trouble. Denver's rocking the old school jerseys, man. The fucking orange and blue. With the horse on the D. So what did they say? Could you file charges or do you got to go to civil court? I would assume you can fucking prove that they're your tickets somehow. That's fucked. Fucking trust no one, eh?
If they want to give a single high coverage man-to-man like that, I'm taking the shot.
Right.
If not, then I'm going to go ahead and do the quarterback.
Yeah, don't get in trouble, but I know you got to kind of do what you got to do in that one.
Make it where it's not a turnover possibility. So snap it at the 30. Pick up yardage.
Oh, here we go. Timeout.
And dart to the 11. Timeout call with 6
Oh, he got hurt on the tackle. Hammy. It's tough, dude. I know. It's tough not to get emotional and get angry and put your hands on someone. Just, I don't know. Try not to get in trouble. Try not to get in trouble. At least big trouble.
One opportunity, you throw it outside or over his head, so there's 2 seconds left. With a backup, do I trust him? How much can I tell him on the sideline?
That's a dirty move, man.
Yeah, you're fine either way. Throw it or don't, whatever.
I feel bad.
Timeout on the field.
Live CBS in 1 week. Hollywood's
No
biggest
doubt.
party is now bigger than ever.
Perfect. No notes.
With more stuff.
Right, Blue?
Host Mickey Glazer.
We're going to laugh at the celebrities that can take it and completely ignore.
Yeah, that's a rough one, man. Yeah, definitely don't fucking go saying anything or making threats and shit. They still have like physical tickets in Pittsburgh. Jet. I don't even think they have them for New England anymore. Or the Celtics. I never actually get handed the tickets ever. It's all internet now. I can't remember the last game I went to that I had a ticket for. A physical ticket. I'm surprised they still do that shit. Unless he stole them off the internet, which is even more fucked. I know they've had issues where people get fake tickets and think they're real.
Gimpy now, and just to clear up.
You printed the barcodes off the internet? Yeah, I've had to do that before too. So what did you do? You walked up and the barcode didn't work?
The reception
They said someone's
issue.
already in there?
The official stands had moved one of those rushes for Keenan Allen back to reception during that break. So he's at 5, and he needed 6. Needs 6 for
I know, Blue.
750.
They really
So
were.
he got the 250 split that would.
I got a ticket put away signed by Maxwell. Cornbread Maxwell. I think his name's Maxwell Johnson. He was an MVP and he does play-by-play for the Celtics. He won the MVP of the finals in 81 when Bird won his first ring. I got him and Tommy Heinsohn, who's a Hall of Famer. He passed away. He was a play-by-play announcer forever. I have both their signatures on a Celtics ticket from back in the day. We went and saw him play against Milwaukee Bucks with Glenn Big Dog Robinson and Vin Baker. I think Walker might have been a rookie. Antoine Walker. It was when the Celtics really, really were bad after Reggie Lewis passed away. He took the papers on and just bounced. Wow. Was he with you at the game? Like, how, I don't understand how it all occurred. I guess it really don't matter, but I mean, if someone's gonna fucking douche you, they're gonna douche you, right? Chargers knock a field goal through. 10-3 with at the half. Wow, 21-0, huh? They were hanging around at the beginning, Blue. I think it was 7-0 for a while. I don't mind the Bills. Some of their fans are douchebags, though. Some of their fans are douchey. They're starting to become one of the ones I really can't stand lately. And it's not all of them. It's not every single Bills fan. But I've dealt with some Bill. I dealt with a Bills fan last night. It was fucking obnoxious. Acting like they won every championship that they've lost. Hopefully the Chargers get the ball at the half. That would be nice. Nope. Denver gets the second half kickoff. Son of a bitch. And I know Miami gets the second half kickoff versus New England. Rams are up 16-6. Washington up against Philly 10-7. Poor Joe Waters is sitting there probably hoping they fucking whoop Philly's ass just so he's vindicated for the rough year they had. Right, Crispy? I like that. I never heard that one. The three threes. Not shit, shower, and shave, right? I like that one. Have you and him had beef, Jet? Or does he have an addiction problem? Or is he known to do scumbag shit? There's got to be a reason he fucking did it. Whether it's right or wrong, obviously. Oh, God. Oh, he's one of those. That's fucked. So what happened when you went to get in? They wouldn't let you in because you didn't have them printed out. There's no other way you could get in, or someone was sitting in your seat. Like, I don't understand how it didn't work. Unless he sold them or he's in there using them. If you're at the actual game trying to get in, there's got to be a fucking way. I would have went to another copy shop around there or a fucking corner store, whatever I had to, library, and printed them out again. Unless someone's already in there with the same fucking barcode, like he sold them or something, or he went in the game without you. Where it's like, well, someone's already in that seat. What a piece of shit. That's awful, dude. Wow. How much did you pay for him? I guarantee a couple $100. Easily. People are soulless. Soulless fucking motherfuckers. Did he, Crispy? Good for him. He deserves it. That guy's an animal. I wanted New England to get him so bad. So bad. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. What's up, Cannon? I'm great. How are you? Getting ready to check out the second half of the Patriots. Then I'll be live for the game tonight. Pittsburgh at home against Baltimore. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser goes golfing. I got my golf clubs all shined up, ready to go for the playoffs. New England struggling a little bit today. I knew Miami was going to play them tough. They always do. I knew it was a potential trap game. Oh, Cancun sounds beautiful right now, Crispy. Sweet. Excellent. What's up? What's for Din Din? Anything good for supper? Hey, Mikey Crescent, salute. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Happy Sunday, brother. Please hit the like button. Helps with the algo. Oh, that's fucking brutal, dude. He gave him to you because he couldn't go. He's probably preoccupied. Nice. That's perfect. I'm going to get a steak this week. I'm going to have some steak this week. I had a nice little cheat last night. I ate a bunch of shit I haven't eaten in a while. I'm going to do some pizza at some point. I'm going to do some cheesecake. Other than that, I'm pretty good. I feel good. I don't want to go too crazy either. I don't want to fuck up. I got to keep my eye on the prize. Whatever it is. I'm going to start trying to kick the cigarettes too. At least slow down on them. What's new with you, Mikey? How goes it? Yeah. I think I do, Cannon. That's wild, Jet. There's no way he did it by accident. Like, there's no way it was accidental. Like, he didn't grab the hoodie by accident, or Miami's going to get a touchback to start the third quarter.
Positives for the Patriots in that first half. Mike Braywell told me that he really appreciated the way the defense responded.
I'm glad you're doing better, Mikey. Yeah, I got to stop getting ready. Me too, Cannon. But I really got to cut back. Maybe I'll still smoke here and there if I have a drink. But I worked so hard to lose this weight. It really doesn't make sense to continue smoking too. I already feel so much better losing 100 pounds. If I quit smoking and continue to get in shape, I could only imagine how much better I'll feel. Oh, it's going to be a pass interference on New England.
The top of the screen, and on the bottom, Christian Gonzalez, they brought him on a corner blitz, and that's why Quinn Ewers just had to get that ball out of his hand earlier than he wanted, but Carlton Davis had no choice on that double move, but to grab him.
Well, Ewers so far in this game has done nothing to diminish his case to at least be part of the conversation going into next year as the Dolphins quarterback. One penalty follows another. False start this time.
5-yard penalty. First down.
No shit. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed off about that. That don't support Trump. A lot of people are mad. I don't understand, right? Because they were all saying no kings, no kings. Calling Trump like Trump was trying to be the king or the dictator of America. But yet we go and capture a legit dictator and it's a fucking issue. Those people will never be happy, bro. Never. Nice play by the New England defense. Big time play. Jennings. Nice tackle. Play fake. Didn't bite on it. Stomped that out quick. Yeah, Mikey. I weighed in yesterday at 224.8. Thank you. I still got more to go, but we're getting there. 2nd and 22. Ewers play action. Then he throws it across field. He's got a man open if he gets a block. Oh, that's trouble. Ewers is playing well. How did the Patriots allow that? My God. 3rd and 17, first down on a little screen to the tight end. Come on. Yeah, it's out of control, dude. That's why I don't deal with it as much, Jet. That kid, Nick Shirley, that he exposed a lot of the shit going on in Minnesota. He was like a smaller YouTuber. Now he blew up. He goes around asking people questions, what they think about stuff. He had people attack him in Minnesota. Like, he's got people telling him, watch out, you're going to be the next Charlie Kirk and shit. Fuck that. That bullshit ain't worth dying over. Yeah, I wouldn't even talk to him, bro. I wouldn't even talk and deal with someone like that. I know it's your family and shit, but yeah, I would not even deal with that guy. He sounds unstable as fuck. Love that boy from a fucking distance.
Now, do you guys work for the...
Denver's got 3rd and 4 at their own 41. Come on, Chargers. Hang in there. That's so not right. Wow, the Raiders are up 6-3 on the Chiefs. I wonder if Kelsey's going to stick around for one more year. I haven't heard it. I've heard rumors of that he's going to retire, but I didn't see an actual statement. Oh, yeah, he is. That dude's going to be chilling. He's already chilling. You ever see his ex-girlfriend? She's hot as fuck, too. Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't even... That's crazy that it broke your family apart, dude. That's fucking wild. It's sad. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. I'm sorry that you got fucked and can't go to the game. That's why I had to distance myself from that shit, Jet. That's why I don't talk about it every day like I was. Because people can't handle it. People's emotionally are fucked up. Emotionally and mentally. Fucking wires touching, bro. Yeah, I get it. We don't even talk about that shit amongst family, really. It's like a rule. Even in the podcast, I try not to I pray and talk about having faith and stuff, but I try not to talk about religion too much. I try not to talk about politics a ton anymore. Because they're just, people are fucking nuts about that shit. Nuts. It engulfs you. I was starting to get engulfed by it a little bit too. I was worrying about what was going on more than the shit that fucking really mattered. Yeah, same here, Crispy. We don't talk about that shit too much. I mean, here and there, if we're alone and no one else is around, we'll talk about it a little, but it's very seldom at this point. Come on, New England. Yes, interception. You was just cough one up. Nice play. Oh, there's a flag. Come on. Be on Miami.
Both lines scrim, both sides of the field. It's going to go against Miami. They're going to have the legal man downfield.
Yes.
And
Big
Mike
D.
Vrabel's telling his defense, go.
Big time play by the Pats.
Eligible player downfield on a forward pass. Offense number 52. Penalty is declined. We had an interception in the...
How old is he, Jet? Well, you said he's went to college, so he's got to be in his 20s. Unless he's a fucking genius. Yeah, bro, I would just stay away from that dude. He's going to end up fucking doing something crazy. Or he likes just talking shit and he's a bitch. One way or the other, stay the fuck away from that kid. All right, Cannon? I can see why people say that. I can see why people, older people have always said around me, we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion. I can see why. Especially nowadays, shit. You ain't gonna teach that boy shit, Jet. With all due respect. Even no matter what you do, he's not gonna fucking change. He's indoctrinated, bro. He's indoctrinated. He's like pretty much a living martyr. It's incredible. Some people just don't want to wake up. I don't even understand how you don't see it as fucked up what that side has done. Oh, yeah, Mikey, for sure. Big time. There's people that don't talk to me anymore because of politics. I've seen it too.
Inside trip.
Yep. That shit gets ugly, baby. Yeah, victim mentality is never good either, Crispy. That shit will have you fucked up for your whole life about something that happened long ago. I hear you,
Just a
Jack.
late little trickle, so there's.
I know what you're saying. If you're looking to change them, especially politically, it's not going to happen, I don't think. I mean, people can always change, but they got to want to. Some people, that shit brainwashes people on both sides. Even the Trump shit, like, I don't agree with everything he does. I don't agree with everything he does. I don't think he does everything right. I don't like how he handled quite a few things already.
Field, you're going to see Thalen Munford, number 74. He's just checking himself.
I would still rather have him than what we would have had.
Both the long completion to Henry and then that last first down run. They've done a lot with that extra offensive line. You see a lot of teams around the league going to that. Certainly paying dividends here today.
So,
come on, we need a touchdown.
Denver, Chargers on the board, 10-3 getting net.
Hit him, Drake. There you go. Pop Douglas. Oh, no, Booty. I think it was Booty. Yeah, well, he should have learned when he was a little kid you don't steal from people. I mean, that's common fucking sense. That motherfucker knows better. I'm surprised his parents didn't do something or say something. That's half the problem, too. His parents allow that shit. So, if I ever did that shit, if my father or mother was there or any of my family members that were older, number one, I wouldn't do that to anyone. Number two, my father or even my mother would have fucking found me.
Playoffs on the horizon.
The police would have been looking for my ass if they couldn't find me. There would have been a consequence before shit got. It wouldn't have just been like, oh, wipe it under the rug. No. Who do I like tonight in the Pittsburgh game? I think the Ravens find a way. I think that Pittsburgh is fucked because not having Metcalf is gonna fuck them. But I will say, if Pittsburgh can get a couple turnovers or their defense can score some points, they can win. The game's also in Pittsburgh, but I can't take Pittsburgh. I don't know. Something tells me they're going to struggle to score. Well, that's why he's the way he is, Jet. That explains everything. I don't think it's going to be up to Rodgers. I think it's going to be up to the guys getting open. I don't think it's even Rodgers' fault. I don't know who he goes to. I think you need Fryermuth and Smith to have big nights. You need Wilson, or what? I think it's Wilson that plays for them. You need someone's got to step up and catch some passes, and the running backs got to do their jobs. And then defensively, Pittsburgh's very good, but you still got to deal with fucking a bunch of guys on that. You got to deal with Jackson. You got to deal with Henry. You got to deal with Andrews, Flowers, Hopkins. They got someone else too. I can't remember. They got some weapons. Get it? Yeah, baby. Drake May just threw a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre's been solid ever since he got rid of that fumbleitis. Knock on wood. But I don't see Pittsburgh pulling it out. Even if Lamar didn't play, Derrick Henry's a motherfucker, man. If Derrick Henry doesn't fumble the ball, it's going to be tough. Pittsburgh's going to have to get some takeaways. And then they're going to have to play pretty damn good offensively. Like, if Pittsburgh turns the ball over more than once, I think they struggle to win that game. Or Dallas knocks it through 24-10 New England, 7:30 to go in the third. Yeah, I don't have much faith in either of those guys. I know they've played better than I thought, but that Baltimore defense is starting to get healthy. They're not as beat up as they were early in the year when they were having trouble. If Lamar can play 75% as well as he usually does, the real Lamar, I think it puts them in good shape. I don't have any skin in it. I don't care if New England's going to play either one. I feel the same way about it. I think they're pretty fucking much the same team, just with different things you got to worry about. I think the Chargers play the winner of that game most likely, if I'm not mistaken. That's kind of already written in stone. And I think if Herbert's healthy, he can beat either of those teams, but I also feel like either of those teams could beat the Chargers. And I believe it'll be a home game for whoever wins tonight, at least in the first round, because they won their division. So it's not like you're going to go to L.A. If the Steelers score 35, they better win. I don't think that game's going to be that high scoring, but I could be wrong. I don't know what the weather's like. I'm sure it's a little bit nippy. If they had Metcalf, I might change my pick, but it changes a lot not having Metcalf. I mean, he opens up the whole field. You know, he's a deep threat. You got to fucking double him unless you want him to burn you. He's going to burn you once a game, pretty much, no matter what you do. And in a game that's this important and could be that close, not having him is a huge disadvantage. Huge, huge disadvantage. Like, they even struggled offensively without him, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're going to find out in about 2 hours. Denver's up 13-3, 4th and goal with the ball. Ugh. They're going in again. I think whoever scores like 24 points probably wins that game. I could see that game being like 20. I think whoever scores 24, or like Crispy says, even 3 touchdowns might get it done. I don't think it's going to be a lot of scoring in that game. I think both teams are going to try to run the ball, especially Pitts. Well, both teams, I mean, they're going to feed Henry too. If they don't, they're goddamn fools. but I think it's going to be a lot of clock management. I think there's going to be a lot of field position games. It's going to be like an old school football game. It's going to be, trying to play smart, trying to use the clock, get off the field on third down. I don't think, and maybe it opens up later in the game, but I don't know. I think both teams are going to be a little bit run happy starting. Oh yeah, I was saying that, Jet. It's probably going to be a zoo there. So, I mean, having home field's a big deal to me. I think it matters. That's the only reason I think Pittsburgh has any shot, because they're at home. If they were on the road, I wouldn't have any. I don't think they had a shot if it was on the road. I think they have a shot because it's at home. But it's the defense is going to win. If Pittsburgh wins tonight, it's going to be because the defense is stellar. They could do it, but the defense is going to be the defense is going to get like a pick six or, just dominate. And they're good. They're really good. They're really good. But they've been having to do it all season long. And we'll see how much more they got left in the tank. If the Rams win, the Niners are the 5 seed. If the Rams lose or tie, how the fuck does that? That's the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. They just put a thing on that says if the Niners win, or if the Rams win, the Niners are the 5 seed. If the Rams lose or tie, the Niners are the 5 seed. I think they meant the 6 seed. Yeah, he's gonna have to get something done. Is that the owner of the Raiders? I would assume Al Davis, Mark Davis. I don't know if he's cursed. He's just got to put a team together. They got to get an offensive line. Got to get a quarterback. Got to get some fucking receivers. Should have a decent running back. Gentry's been pretty damn good, it sounds like. But I think the Steelers got to score some points on defense to win. Like Ramsey or one of them guys, they're going to have to a fumble recovery for a touchdown or safety. I think the defense is going to be the key factor for how the Steelers' night goes. And then the offensive line is going to have to do something to get those running backs going and give Rodgers some time. If Rodgers has to scramble and run for his life, it's not going to bode well. He's old. He can still do a little bit of it, but if that's how you're going to rely on winning, I wouldn't want to take that chance. I wouldn't want to take that chance even with a young running quarterback. It's, I don't even like watching Drake May run around. It scares me to death. It's a good way to get hurt. Well, Denver's up 13-3. They must have went for it on 4th down or something happened or they missed a kick. Chargers got the ball 4th and 1 at their own 40. What up, Ace? Salute. Happy Sunday. Philly just went up 14-10 on Washington. Rams are down by 4 against the Cardinals. I don't know if they benched anyone today or not, but 3:45 to go in the third. And there's still some some stuff that can happen if the Rams win or lose. It affects different things. Let's check out the injury report for that game quick. We went through it the other day, but I'm sure by now they fucking have posted who's playing and who isn't. Baltimore. Marlon Humphrey's still questionable at cornerback. That's an important piece for them. He can be really good, but he can be really bad. Rashad Bateman's out, wide receiver. Taven Bryan out, D tackle. Justice Hill. A lot of these other guys have been out for a long time. I'm not going to go through all that. So Lamar's going, it sounds like. How good it'll be, I don't know. I think he's more beat up than they're saying. I think that's why they've struggled so much. LMNOP. Donnell Washington's done for the year. The big tight end, we know that. He busted his arm or forearm last week, I believe. It wasn't last week, it was the week before. Uquale's out. Defensive tackle. He usually gets a little PT. He's done for the year. I think he's got a suspension too, if I remember. They got 2 offensive tackles down. Calvin Anderson and Broderick Jones. Dante Kent's been done for a while. Corey Trice as well. A lot of these guys are on IR at least till January 10th, if not the end of the year. Deshaun Elliott, I know he gets PT. He's done until the 10th, which means he won't be back till the playoffs. But Joey Porter Jr. is going to be playing. He was beat up. He's got to be back. He's not on the injured list. Watt's not on it. Ramsey's not on it. How healthy they are, I'm not sure, but they're all going to go. It's all hands on deck tonight. You guys know that. All hands on deck tonight in Pittsburgh and Baltimore. You know, if you ain't playing, you better not be playing because you're suspended or you can not fucking physically do it. A lot of these guys are playing beat up at this point in the year. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Who wants it more and who puts up the results. Chargers with the ball, 2nd and 6 at their own 45. They still got time. It's only a 10-point game. If they can get a touchdown or a field goal here, they might be able to do something. Oh, wow. Stevenson just scored another touchdown. Ramondre puts New England up 30-10.
Those on just 7 carries. What a day. And what an arc to his season. Looked like maybe finished getting fancy.
That's good for New England. That makes me feel better. I like Ramondre Stevenson. He just had such a he fumbles sometimes, and it's always at the worst times. When he coughs it up, it's like on the goal line, going in, trying to pull a comeback. He's a good running back, man. He's good, but when he doesn't take care of the ball, he kills us. Nice. Keenan Allen's been doing his thing for a long time. Good for him. He's been a stud for many years. I think he's been battling injuries too throughout the last few years. $750,000 to catch one extra ball. Boy, it must be amazing, huh? Living that life. I'm sure parts of it are ugly and hard. But man, what a wild life to live. Traveling all over the country, playing ball, making good money. You're one of the best athletes in the world.
Hit hard by Martin Maku, stopped at the 25-yard line.
Pocket change, right? That's what's crazy. Jacoby Brissett, touchdown to Josiah DeGuara. Rams trailing. They keep putting this up. The same thing. Rams win, they're the 5 seed. If they lose, all right, if the Rams win, they are the 5 seed. If the Niners lose, if the Rams win, they're the 5 seed. If the Rams lose, they are the 6 seed. That's what it was supposed to say. When he holds on to the ball, he's a great running back. When we had him and Damian Harris that one year when we had Mac Jones actually play semi-well, them two were killing it. Them two were lighting shit up until they got destroyed by Buffalo in the playoffs. I miss Damian Harris. I don't even think he's in the league anymore, but he was very good for a long time too. Super underrated. Came out of Alabama. But when he doesn't take care of the ball, man, you can't put him in the game. That game against Pittsburgh, man. Oh, I'll never forget that game as long as I live. That was the worst game, one of the worst games I've ever been to. Rooting for one of my teams, like demoralizing losses. I've been to some bad ones. Mo Vaughn hitting 3 home runs against the Yankees when I was a kid was awful too. But I think that Patriots game might even be worse. Just the amount of fumbles and turnovers. It was fucking awful. Did he? I saw him on this podcast called the Raw Room. RAWROOM. Raw Room. And it's a bunch of NFL guys. And I think they get stoned. And they got a podcast that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. If you guys ever get the chance to check it out, it's on YouTube. It's a bunch of guys. They got, what's his name? The big lineman, Dunlop. He's one of the guys usually on it. Damian Harris was on one. One of the cornerbacks. He went to LSU. He played for the Falcons against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. He's on it. Another kid that went to Auburn that coaches in the NFL now is on it. What's his name? Bates. His last name's Bates. Them dudes are funny, man. If you ever get the chance to watch it, check it out. I enjoy watching it here and there. I don't watch it constantly, but when I have time or I'm doing a job or I'm working out, sometimes I check it out.
Lose that game, it opens the door for the Eagles to jump them into the 2 seed. As you saw, the Eagles have taken the lead.
So the Bears and Eagles could switch spots at 2 and 3. Seahawks have clinched. Panthers are the 4 seed. Niners and Rams are going to be the 5 and 6. One way or the other. And the Packers are the 7 no matter what. Yeah, I don't see it. If it ain't Vrabel, it's got to be the guy from Chicago. I think they'll probably give it to the guy from Chicago. What up, H-Dog? Salute. It's so funny. I was thinking about you today for a minute. Wondering how you been. Well, I haven't seen him in a little bit. How goes the weight loss? How goes everything?
You're just taking me county by county.
Or it's March Madness. The first Thursday of March Madness. Just keep doing your thing, man. You're fresh off.
I'm just going to stand here and hang out.
It's me and Pete and Cheska. Here's Mays.
Nice throw, Drake. There's Diggsy.
Making it happen for 30 yards.
Well, Phil, at some point we just feel like a broken record. The ability to manipulate the pocket and just buy that extra beat, that extra count, and just a ton of space there.
It's all
Great
good,
job
dog.
by Diggs finding that grass and just staying open, and just a great job.
I
there.
love it. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully the moving's going well. Just stay focused and keep doing what you're doing. One step in front of the other. Got to be consistent.
By Drake May, climbed the pocket, let the tackles push that pressure wide, and finds his go-to target this season, and one of those great free agent pickups they had this offseason.
So it used to be on my fantasy team when I was a kid. It's sweet.
Oh, shit. One of my favorite songs of all time. The Chain. Fleetwood Mac. Well, I'm glad you're still sticking with the gym. I hope your move goes well. I'll be hanging out most of the night. I'm going to go do the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. It starts at 8:20. Yeah, moving's rough. And then you got to clean the house or the apartment after. Make sure everything's like perfect. I always do. At least not leave it fucking, sweep and mop and wash some walls if they need it and shit. If you don't love me now, you will never love me again. That's a classic. Another song that starts out slow, and by the end of it, you're fucking going crazy. I like songs that change emotion like that. Most good songs are written like that. That's it, H-Dog. The diet's the most important part. Making sure you're, whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, making sure you got your diet under control. Even if you got to pack Tupperware, do it. Who cares what people think? Who cares what your buddies say? I'm very lucky. I don't have too many people around me that are like that. Most of my friends, even if they bust my balls, they don't mean it in a harmful way. And most of my friends are cool enough where they'll eat like I'm eating just so I don't fuck up. And ultimately, it comes down to you, You can't blame that shit on anyone else. It's what you put in your body. That's it. Just keep going. Keep going. How much have you lost so far? I'm going to try and quit smoking soon, too. That's one of my things on my list. Got to keep improving. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Didn't you say you only wanted to lose 45 or 40 or something? Look at now you're getting even more into it. I could have swore that's what you said. I don't know. I've gotten so many emails and messages. That's beautiful, bro. Excellent. Just don't become anorexic. I got to tell myself that shit too. I hit my first big goal. Yesterday. Hey, John. Yeah, Crispy, if that's for sure, then. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. I really am. That's dope. I would love to see like a transformation picture. First and goal for New England. Run. Travion Henderson, touchdown. Well, the Pats figured it out in the second half. Thank God.
You said it before. You said who's really excited to play
Thank you.
in Foxborough against this Patriots team that just seems, I know.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Can't wait for March Madness. I got to get watching some college basketball. Crispy told me yesterday my college basketball team actually knocked off a pretty good team. So I'm a little bit excited for him. But yeah, I finally hit I hit 100 pounds lost. I weighed in yesterday at 224. But I'm going to keep going. I want to get in as good shape as I can. I like how I feel this way. Much better than being heavy. And it's not just because of how I look, you know. Everyone thinks it's because of how you look. It's not. That's part of it, but it's not really the most. Like my mood's better. My mental clarity's better. I'm more motivated to do shit. Yeah, I've been lifting for like 2 months now, H-Dog. Nice, John. Keep it up. Keep going. Yeah, I noticed that too, H-Dog. I don't really have crashes either. My problem is I have like too much energy sometimes. Sometimes I have trouble going to sleep. And it's not all the time. It's only maybe once every week or two. But yeah, I have way more energy. Way more. Yeah, even if you just cut out diet soda and walk. Well, yeah, I've been at the gym lifting weights for 2 months about. I should have got in there earlier, but I had so much shit going on, and it was nice enough to do most of my shit outside. I still do my calisthenics, too. I still do push-ups every day on top of my workout. I do at least 100 push-ups every day on top of my workout, if not more. I got to start working my core a little bit more. Start doing more stuff with that. I know I'm not going to see my abs until I lose at least another 40, 50 pounds, but I can still start trying to condition them. Plus, it's good for your back, too. Like, your back and your back, well, your lower back, if you have a strong lower back, you will probably have strong abs. They support each other. So, been doing a lot of deadlifts and shit like that. I don't go as heavy as I could, but I go heavy enough where I can feel fatigued. And I know I've worked the muscle pretty hard. I go to failure with what I have for weight that I'm lifting. Yeah, Crispy, I do planks as well. Those help. They burn like a motherfucker. I don't care what anyone says if you do them right. All right, H-Dog. Love it. We'll catch you later. Do your thing. I'm so glad you're doing well. What's up, T? Yeah, planks can hurt. especially if you do them while you're doing push-ups, because you're already tightening up doing the push-ups. I like to do 10 to 20 push-ups and then, or do push-ups till you're tired. Do like 20 and then do a plank as long as you can without hurting or pulling a muscle. That seems to get me pretty gassed. It makes the planks harder too. It's because they're working, Tiger. That's right. ESPN says Baltimore has a 58.7 chance to win tonight. Pittsburgh has a 41% chance. If the game ends in a tie, Pittsburgh wins the division, I believe. Yes. Bird dogs, I've heard of it. I've never had it, though. I've heard about it. Is it clothing or... I've seen it. I think my brother and dad are into it. Well, my dad was into it. I've seen it. I've seen like the logo. I have heard it before. No, I've never tried eating a family meal from KFC. We've gotten them like a bucket of chicken and the sides and shit, but I've never eaten the whole thing. Oh, the exercise? No, I don't know. I'd have to look that one up. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now since this game's a blowout. Yeah, one of the last times I had KFC, it wasn't that great either. I used to like their wraps back in the day. Their fried chicken tenders with I don't even know if it was a tender. It was like flattened out and fried with like lettuce and Caesar dressing, I think it was, or ranch. They were pretty good. They used to be cheap too. You get them for like $1 or $2 a piece. I get a couple of them for lunch. Years ago. I'm talking over 10 years ago. Eric the Electric. I've heard of that dude. Kazakhstan, best nation, no other nation. Salute John Walton. Wasn't Borat from Kazakhstan? I think Borat's from Kazakhstan, or was it Uzbekistan? Yeah, I don't eat none of that shit, Jet. I really don't eat a lot of fast food. And I've had Popeyes once, and it was horrible. I had it, like, kind of in the hood, and it was awful. Sucked. I was like, I don't see what the big deal with this shit is. Maybe it was the location. Very well could be. Bird dogs. I got to look up bird dogs. Exercise bird dogs. I'm sure they suck. Sure, they're not fun. Oh, they don't look that bad. I know what you're talking about. You can do those weighted. Those would be really hard if you put like fucking 5 or 10 pounds in the hand. But yeah, those work. They're good for your butt, your fucking legs, your abs. Good for range of motion. Do you do the same arm and same leg at the same time? Or I see him doing them both ways, where she extends the arm on one side and the opposite leg, and then vice versa. And then it shows people doing it on the same side too. Ace. Oh, I got someone sent me a couple comments. I think we should respond. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, those don't look like, those aren't the worst exercise in the world. You know, they don't look like something I would absolutely hate. So if they work, definitely not the worst thing to try. I'm open to doing anything as long as it's not gay. No, Tiger, I'm not. No, I appreciate it. And they don't look like so exerting that you would feel like total shit. Because like there's a fine line with shit, right? You don't want to work like, at least to me there is. I mean, I go to failure, but I mean, I gotta fucking live life too. I got shit I gotta do. You know, if you're a professional bodybuilder, of course it's different. How far you can go. That's all, Jet. It's not worth it, buddy. I know it's fucking infuriating. I'm sure you're infuriated. I get it. That poor little idiot is going to find out the hard way one day. All right, they took Drake May out. Still got some of the starters in, but I don't think they're going to any much longer. Denver's still up. Pretty decent day for Drake. 5 rushes, 41 yards, 14 for 18, 191 and a touchdown. His running backs did well for him. Defense hung in there, made some big plays. I don't like the some of the shit from the offensive line today, but the left side isn't even playing. Their starters aren't even in. So not trying to make excuses, but I'm going to make one anyway. Of course he did. Of course he did, Jet. Fucking professional gaslighter, just like the people he supports. What do you mean? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? It's like the shit I talked about the other day. You're crazy. You're losing your mind. You're insecure. And then some shit you find out later, and it's like, yeah, I was losing my mind, right? Same type of thing. Make you look like you're a fucking nut when you're not. That's straight narcissism. That's a narcissistic trait for sure. I know it is. I talked to my fucking counselor about it. I talked to my fucking shrink. I go to talk to I talk to a therapist once a month for like a half hour. It helps. Because they teach you shit like that, so you're not losing your fucking mind. Like, oh no, it's not you, dude. Like, here. It's been studied. Of course you will. Like I said, that's the whole reason that person is the way they are, Jet. Because there's no repercussion. Or they just don't want to deal with it. So the easiest thing to do is just fucking stay out of it, or just, you know, close a blind eye, I guess. Is that how you say it? No, Sham God, he doesn't. Go Maryland, the Terps. I wish I could. I got to show you some pictures, John Anderson, if you're a big Terps fan. I met Steve Francis and got his autograph. Actually, the picture on my banner on Nate's Live Talk is a picture of me and my buddy Ralphie with Steve Francis at the hotel the day before the draft when he got drafted. But you can't see his face. All you can see is his chain and me and my buddy. You can see each of our picture. But yeah, I love some of them guys from Maryland. Laron Prophet was good. Steve Blake. Juan Dixon, nasty. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. Juan Dixon was a dog. Both of his father, he lost both of his parents to AIDS too. Wild story. He was barely 6 foot tall. I think he was like 6 foot or 6'1". He's got a crazy story. Denver just went up 60. Oh no, they're up 16-3 still. Oh, that's what I'm saying, Jet. Yeah, you can't win. You can't win. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Zay Flowers, even though he's had a rough year, he's still over 1,000 yards receiving. Holy shit. 1,073 yards receiving. Derrick Henry got almost 1,500 yards. Lamar's had the roughest year, just not healthy. Hasn't played his best football and hasn't been healthy. 2,300 yards passing. I wonder how he's been running around. I don't think he's been running as much for sure. 6 picks. Doesn't seem like it anyway. I'm sure that's because he's not right. How many rushing yards does the fucker have? He's a quarterback, so I'm going to have to dig. He's had some games. Here we go, rushing. That was receiving. Oh, passing, excuse me. Against the Jets he had, that was beginning of the year. Right? No, that was end of the year. He hasn't been running the ball around too much lately. He had 43 yards when they lost to Pittsburgh the 7th of December. Had 26 against the Bengals and 27 the weeks in between. New England held him to 7. He left the game at like halftime with a back injury. And he barely ran against the Jets. So that's something that might help them out a bit. But if he can run around and he's anything like himself, that could be problems too for Pittsburgh. It could also help him. Could catch him in a jam. Hi, Joe. Oh, no shit. Ravens in Washington too, because you live out there. Right now, Joe, I don't see how Pittsburgh scores enough points to beat Baltimore. I think the only chance Pittsburgh has at winning is the defense scores some points. And the defense plays pretty much. I think the defense is going to have to pitch almost a shutout. Unless the Baltimore's defense plays like dog shit and absolutely craps their pants. It's going to be interesting to see how the referees call that game because it's such a big game and it's such a big rivalry. I wonder how much like shit talk they allow. I wonder how much like chippy play they allow. But it is at Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh does have a shot. But I would say it's like 60% chance Baltimore wins, 40% Pittsburgh wins. I think that's kind of pretty fair. I think that's fair. I think Pittsburgh has a chance, but the things I'm talking about are the reasons why I think they may not win. Jackson practiced fully Thursday, was inactive the week before due to a back contusion. He had consecutive practices. Said he'll be 100% for week 18. Jackson, who indicated Thursday that he feels great at this stage, plans to use extra padding to protect his back this weekend. With the AFC North title on the line, Jeff Zrebiec of The Athletic reports. I don't care about the fantasy shit. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear about you losing your dad. That's a rough one. Losing a parent's a different type of thing, man. No matter how old they are. It's probably too much for your mom to go, John. It probably brings up too much emotion. It's probably like that for a lot of things. Oh, 7:04. The other game starts at 8:20. I got to eat dinner in a few. We'll hang out for a few more minutes. I want to see what happens with that Rams game. And I want to see what happens with the Chargers in Denver. Rams are back up 30-20, just like that. Wow. And they got the ball on the Arizona one. Oh, wow, John, that's rough. You keep your head up, man. Try to remember the good times. And if you need help, go seek some help. I'm not saying you do, but it seems like shit like that always comes in bunches, unfortunately. You know the old saying, everything comes in threes. Rams are up 37-20. They're going to secure the 5 seed, it looks like. New England's up 38-10. They're going to probably be the 2 seed. As long as Denver holds on. Denver's up 16-3. 9 minutes to go in the game or so. Yeah, I've been there, buddy. I know. A little bit different situations, not uncle and dad, but unfortunately, it just seems like when life hits, it hits. They're going to have to get after him tonight, man. I don't think the Ravens are going to throw a ton right away. I think they're going to try and run at that defense. And it might not work. That defense is good. But the thing is if anyone that knows football, you guys know too. I don't have to tell you, but they're going to run that fucking ball to try and get them biting on play action. You know? That's how it always seems to work. Unless they come out right away and fake a run and then go deep. I've seen teams do that too. One of the first plays of the game, you think they're going to run, and you're going to see a running game for the first drive or something. And the whole team bites, and you got someone wide open taking it to the house. Oh, good, John. That's good. You've been around. You're an OG. Check out some of this Denver game.
Any way you slice it, they had a man downfield, but to me, you're looking at sevens. Threes don't hurt you if you're Denver.
Too bad Herbert didn't play. If Herbert plays, maybe they win this game. I definitely think they would have scored more than 3 points. I mean, Denver's defense may be the best in the league, but still. And Denver's got the ball again. Just like that. They are rocking at Mile High, too. 4th and 7. I know they're not going to get this. I already looked at the ESPN website. wonder if the pregame or anything to do with the Pittsburgh game's on. Let me see if it is. It's 7:08. Game starts at 8:20. I got time to eat and shower. Cool. Lesser Evil, is that the name of it? That's the brand? That's pretty funny. It's a good name for a product, like, you know, especially food. It's like one of those popcorn. Yeah, popcorn's not the worst thing in the world as long as you don't load it up with shit, butter and salt and shit. If you just have like normal popcorn or lightly buttered and shit, it won't kill you. Not me, Crispy. I didn't have Chicago doing well. I didn't have Seattle doing horrible, but I didn't have them doing that well. I didn't have New England doing as well as they did. I thought Washington would be better. I thought the Chiefs would be better. I thought the Bills would be better. I thought the Ravens would be better. I thought Cincinnati would be better. Who was some other teams? I thought Tampa Bay would be better. I thought Tampa Bay could win up to 13 games when I looked at their schedule. They got destroyed a little bit by injuries. They still had enough talent where they should have won, but they really had a rough year. As far as I'm concerned, they got to be pretty upset in Tampa Bay. Next year, they might come out with a vengeance. I didn't expect Carolina to be anything. They're a playoff team. I think Atlanta is going to be good in the next few years. I thought Minnesota would be better than they were. I thought Minnesota had the chance to make the playoffs at least. I didn't see Jacksonville doing as well as they did. And I thought Indy could win that division this year. They almost did. They fell short once they lost Danny Dimes and Sauce Gardner and shit. Yeah, the Ravens were one of my top teams. Ravens, Bills, Eagles. I thought the Chiefs would still be in the mix. Detroit, another team, fell short. I thought Detroit would still be close to a playoff team. They were. I thought three teams were going to come out of the NFC North, and I was wrong about the three. I was right that three teams came out of there. I thought it was going to be in no particular order. I thought it would be Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit. Instead, it's Chicago, Green Bay, and no, it's only two. Excuse me. No, only two teams made it. I fucked up. I thought there would be three. I thought it would be Minnesota, Green Bay, and Detroit. And instead, it was Chicago and Green Bay. Oh. If it dies, it dies. Like Drago with your TV. I almost did that to my TV when the Patriots were down in the Super Bowl to the Falcons. I was so fucking pissed. So pissed. I broke a remote. I broke my remote. I was so fucking mad. I usually don't get to that. I don't usually even get close to that. I mean, I'll be aggravated and upset, but usually I don't go breaking shit. But that one fucking bugged me. Thank God they pulled off the most fucking miraculous comeback ever. Thank God. But that first half was sickening. That's one of the worst halves of football I ever watched. That in the first half of the Patriots game I went to against the Steelers. I felt the same way about both games, only the Super Bowl was way more important. But don't break the TV. Fucking break something that don't cost shit. You need to go to like one of those wreck-it rooms, Jet. I looked into going to one for a Christmas gift for someone. And we never went, but sometimes they could be expensive. You're better off just finding shit that's junk and just beating it up on like in your yard on the top so you can throw it out and no kids get hurt or something. But they got those wreck-it rooms. They're crazy. They let you bust TVs. It costs more money to break certain shit. But no, I don't think they have any explosives. But they got all different type of things you can swing and bust shit up. They got a couple around my house. They were getting big. One of the places was making money. Every time I drove by on like a weekend or a Friday night, it was jam-packed. I wonder where they get all that shit. Go cruise around the neighborhood, look for people throwing shit out just to let people break it to make money. It's a hell of a hustle. Hell of a hustle if you can find enough shit for people to bust up. Or go to the junkyard or the scrap yard and say, yeah, give me all your busted shit. I'll take it. Axe throwing's big there. I've seen those places too. I've never been to one. My buddy's brother goes. He's fucking good at it. He posts videos of it. That motherfucker, whew, you don't want him throwing an axe at you. Yeah, who doesn't like a nice explosive? My dad used to light off M80s and shit all the time after like big wins. If the Patriots won, he'd light one off. Like Super Bowl wins, Yankees win the World Series, Celtics win the title. He would light them off all the time. And my neighbor across the street, this old man, Paul, God rest his soul, he used to do it too. Fucking funny. Scare the shit out of the whole fucking neighborhood. M80's no joke. I think it's a quarter stick of dynamite. Oh, I bet. I don't really fuck around with M80s too much. I've seen bad shit happen with M80s. Not in person. Actually, I saw one thing in person. I saw a kid put one in a fucking bucket when I was a little kid. And the fucking bucket blew up and like shrapnel fucked him up bad. Bad. And I've seen people do, you know, those wicks. If you get a fast wick or one's fucked up, you blow your whole hand off. It happened to that dude that was getting big online, 4 Extra. He used to be on No Jumper and shit. I don't know. I don't watch a ton of that stuff, but every once in a while it comes up in a feed and I check it out here and there out of boredom. But yeah, he blew 4 Extra, blew fucking his fingers off, man. No joke. What's his name did too? I don't know if it was from an M80 or whatever, but Jason Pierre-Paul, the D lineman. I think it was like right after he signed a huge contract too. So I don't fuck with that shit too much. I like mortar balls, which we're not even allowed to have up here, unfortunately. We used to go down to the Carolinas and get them. My buddy had a whole setup for it. Light it, drop it. Whew. Those are real fireworks. But usually those have a way longer wick than, well, maybe not way longer, but a longer wick than M80s. Yeah, Roman candles are fun. We used to shoot them at cars and shit when we were little. Like, while they're driving away, not trying to hit, like, you know, just fucking around. Yeah, we did that shit too. Shoot them at each other, shoot them at cars, fucking shoot them out of your belly button. I used to like bottle rockets out of my belly button for all the kids in my family. And fucking people used to get a kick out of it. My buddies' kids, my girls' kids at the time. Maybe I'll do it on a live one day for shits and giggles. It can be done. I shoot them out of my mouth sometimes when I was younger and stupid. All right, I'm going to go eat dinner and shower. We'll be back for the Pittsburgh Ravens game in about an hour. Love you guys. See you shortly. Jet, don't lose your cool. Just come hang out.